Hi, good morning. It's the morning of the 24th of July 2019. It's a beautiful morning. It's supposed to become one of the hottest days of this summer here in Germany. So I got up quite early. I grabbed me a cup of coffee, took a shower, and now I'm standing here in front of the camera. And this is a spontaneous take. I have no script. I have no actual idea what I'm talking to you at this moment, but I feel it's time to start with what we call the Global Resonance Project. Actually, I've been trying to starting this for a couple of weeks now, and I wrote down scripts, I bought this camera, I did all kind of things, but I was never really happy. So today I just said, the most important thing about this project is to be spontaneous and authentic. So Jascha, just get up, face this challenge, face the process, face the fear of not being able to speak a perfect language, English, of not being able to cope with the technology in a perfect way, and just start with what is important. And what is important actually for me is the content of this project, the Global Resonance Project. But let me get a little bit back to where I come from. Actually, my name, as I said, is Jascha Rohr, and together with my partner and wife, Sonja Hörster, we founded lots of years ago the Institute for Participatory Design, and we've conducted participatory and co-creative governance projects and planning projects in cities, towns, regions all over Germany and above. And what we learned from there is that there are actually new working forms of how we govern ourselves and how we tackle and find solutions for our challenges and problems we face as communities, small communities and large communities. And now we started with some colleagues together to found the Cocreation Foundation. And we want to bring this cultural technique of co-creation on a whole new level, that is on a global level, because we really think that the institutions and the ways how we govern ourselves globally at the moment are not sufficient for tackling challenges like, for example, global change or plastic in the ocean, just to name two. So we were really thinking, is there a way of conducting participatory and co-creative processes of governance on a global scale? And actually, we don't know yet. We don't know if it is possible, but we feel there is a good chance that it is possible. We feel that on local level, we and many others have found good methods, procedures, formats to conduct co-creative processes of democracy and governance. And we also believe that it is necessary because the institutions which were funded and initiated after World War II, for example, the United Nations, they did a good job in keeping peace after the Second World War, but they're not sufficiently set up and designed for tackling the complex global challenges we're facing today. So at one point, someone, we feel, has to start thinking about it. And of course, I know perfectly well that we are not the only ones, that along similar lines of thoughts all over the world, people already work towards this direction, and maybe even are far advanced than we are already at the moment. Still, with the Cocreation Foundation, we'll now start the Global Resonance Project, because I feel very deeply that every co-creative process at the beginning has to start with a kind of phase of resonance where you really get deeply in touch with the subject and the field you want to explore and you want to work with. So the Global Resonance Project is exactly that, is getting in touch with the most forward-thinking activists and thinkers and intellectuals and people with experience in projects and processes all over the world who might be able to contribute to what we call the cultural technique of global co-creation. And this is what interests me and us, is to get in touch and to compile a kind of pattern language of global co-creation. So what are the strong patterns we have to think about? What are the questions we have to raise to actually develop and foster this cultural technique of global co-creation? So just briefly, because I'll get back to that in another episode, the Global Resonance Project will be a phase of 2 to 3 years where we will meet these persons all over the world, where we will compile their information and input and knowledge, and hopefully co-create a sort of foundations for thinking about and acting upon all we already know about co-creation on a global level. And one part of doing this will be actually this vlog, because I feel I have to document not only the knowledge we'll find while conducting this project, but we will also have, or I will also have, to document my personal process and the transpersonal process as it generatively unfolds during this project. So this first video here is just a little start. It's actually something to prepare me to just get out there, to overcome my fear of not speaking English perfectly, of showing myself and ridiculing me, of risking something in my professional life which might not work out, but still. So for the last weeks, I tried to really find a good start, and I decided you just get up, stand in front of this camera, start this project, and this is what I've done now. So if you're interested, and I hope after this small bits of information that you are already interested, please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe also to our newsletter, visit our website, spread the word, and if you yourself or someone you know can help us with the funding of our Cocreation Foundation, we'll also be very happy to get in touch with you. You know, as we go along with this project and the foundation of the Cocreation Foundation, more opportunities to participate and co-create with us will arrive. But please give us a little bit of time. We're just at the beginning. Stay tuned, and I hope you'll follow what we're doing during the next period of years. Thank you.